Day 27, post-op. Now, it's fair to say that I am starting to get a bit frustrated. Frustrated by the fact that I can't get around, frustrated by the fact that I can't walk very far, frustrated by the fact that I can't get this bend going on. Yeah, fairly bit frustrated. Now, I sort of thought this might start to happen as time wears on, and I'm the most impatient patient there is, and I don't make a very good one either. So that's how I'm feeling at the moment. Nevertheless, today was knee class, and I have been working on my flexion all morning like a crazy person, because when I grit and bear it and work through it, it actually feels a bit better afterwards. And I figured if I could get it moving and loosen it up, then I might do better with the flexion test in knee class. So knee class today, here's what happened. We rock up and the lady who had her operation on the same day was there. We were comparing notes about how we were going. She was on one crutch as well. She's also walking around the house with no crutches but hasn't ventured outside yet. Was asking me how I was going. She's got her bend at 90 degrees but can't get her legs straight. There was another guy who also rocked up, who is on week 2 post-op, and he said he'd been sitting on a stool in the kitchen with a skateboard and rolling his leg backwards and forwards. Now his bend was pretty bloody good as well, although when he got up and moved he was in quite a lot of pain, and I think he'd perhaps been working it too much. However, I was still a bit jealous about how much he managed to bend it, but he was still on 2 crutches. Now I've managed to get the weight bearing working. What I now need to do is get the bending working, and it's yeah, feeling quite frustrated because the pair of them were beating me. Anyway, he was also agreeing with me that there's no bloody way on this earth that he would go back and do this again. And he was quite interesting because I learned a thing today. It doesn't actually matter what age you are. This operation is pretty shit, and so is the rehab, and everybody goes through the same stuff. It doesn't matter what age you are. So he was feeling really frustrated by the fact that he was relying on other people to get into places, that he had to sit down a lot, and all the things that I'm feeling frustrated about, although he's probably about 30 years older than me, but he's still feeling the same things. So then I spoke to the physio. Do you have any questions? Actually, Becca, yes, I have heaps of questions. And her take on the matter was, it doesn't matter what age you are, rehab is what it is. And some people rehab better than others, and it just is there is no prescription, and there's no way of knowing how it's going to go. And it doesn't matter how old or young you are. Just because you're younger doesn't mean it should be faster. So, yeah, that was also quite frustrating. Anyway, is what happened when I tried to do the bicycle today. Now, yeah, I'm still feeling frustrated because I can't get all the way around, and I won't for a while. The pulling my foot behind me was harder than lifting my knee up in front of me. But last week I only managed to get half and half. So I had the pedals level this way and I had the pedals levels this way. Now if you look at what I did this week, I managed to get my knee up a bit higher, but I haven't got the tuck behind any better. But still, it's a tiny gain. I did 5 minutes on the rowing machine. Now I could have gone harder, and I was using arms more than legs, which you're not supposed to do, but I have to adapt. But I went 5 whole minutes because it's the only bloody exercise I've managed to do for about a month. So I was feeling pretty happy, and then I realised, well, I actually probably shouldn't hog this machine. I should let other people use it too. So then I had my wee test from Becca. Now she didn't bother measuring my extension because I still got a full extension to 0. But she did measure my flexion both on the bed and sitting on the side of it. And sitting on the side of a chair, on the side of the table, with my feet down on the ground, I was able to go better than I am lifting my knee. My quad still isn't activating, which is quite frustrating. So she should give me a new exercise, and it's horrid. But anyway, the flexion measured 85 this week. Now, I felt like it wasn't getting anywhere. She looked back at her record and she said that it was 80 last week. And a 5% increase per week is usually what she would expect. Anyway, she told me I should be happy and I should give myself a break. All them things that other people keep telling me. She also said that clearance to drive is dependent on getting 90 degrees. And I'm only 5 degrees off. So my new target is 90 degrees. 5 degrees off. I can stamp, I can twist my foot, I could twist my foot between pedals, I just can't get the 90 degrees. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this week, is that bloody flexion all week long. So that's what happened in knee class. Here is what else I managed to achieve. I was doing wall sits, and I take pictures of all the exercises to try and sort out whether I've progressed or not. Now, I think this is a better wall sit than the last time I tried, but it's not quite 90, but it's bloody close. And here are some other summaries of the events today. Trying to sit on a chair like a normal person, arriving at therapy services, and all them sorts of things. Here's what else I've been doing. So yes, I'm still feeling a bit fed up, but then I've been told that I should stop it immediately. I managed to get the whole of the dressing off the wound today after having been in the shower. So here is what it looks like. So I suppose I can't complain because it's looking pretty neat and it's healing quite well. And when I was talking to the physiotherapist about this flexion, she was suggesting hydrotherapy. And I thought, yes, get me in the swimming pool. She said, would you like that? I said, yes, I would. So she's away to talk to her colleagues about whether I can get hydrotherapy as well as physiotherapy. Now, if I can manage that and I can find somebody to get me there on those sessions as well, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. And that means I'd be doing some type of therapy 4 days a week. Surely that'll get this leg working sometime soon.